Hi guys, my name is Hardik and I'm going to teach you how to make some awesome apps. So let's get started. Okay, so I guess तो इस वीडियो में I'll be giving you a brief introduction about like what's the basic of Flutter and how widgets are used and like how to call widgets and everything and what are widgets. So yeah, so let's get started. So let's say this is my app. Okay, let's say this is my app. So on top of the page, like let's say I have this and I have my app name. Let's say app one. Okay, it's written here. Then let's say in the center I have my name, or let's say I've written YT. Okay, it's in the center. And then let's say there is a button. Okay, so let's say this is like a basic app page. Okay, let's assume. So first of all, there are like some things that you need to remember always. Key first thing is key everything is a widget in Flutter. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to remember. And then the second thing is key all widgets have some properties. Okay, widgets have some properties. Okay, and in those properties, like there are some things that are passed, like either widget or some, let's say some, the type of that thing that needs to be passed. So something in past in those properties, something are passed in those properties. Now those things can be which, like depending on the type. Okay, so first thing is ki everything is a widget. So what does this mean? Right? So what does this mean? So this was my app, right? Okay, this was my app, right? So this whole app is a widget. Okay, then on top of this whole app, this app bar, this thing is called an app bar. So this app bar is a widget. Then inside that app bar, this name text is also a widget. Okay, and same way, uh, on top of this whole app, let's say call it a scaffold. This name is called scaffold. Okay, then inside scaffold we have app bar. Okay, now this whole thing, let's assume this whole thing is also a widget. Okay, like not assume, but it's called a widget. Now this is inside body of the scaffold. So let's make it a container. Let's say this is an empty container, and inside this empty container, this text is a widget and this button is also a widget, and inside this button this text is also a widget. So everything in Flutter is a widget. That's the first point. Okay, so here I have mentioned the names of some widget like scaffold, container, app bar, then this text, then this button, right? These are the names of some widgets. Okay, so how are we going to assume this app, right? So I'll just show you the structure of this. So there's something called a widget tree. Yeah, in Flutter, widget tree. It shows us key how the widgets are flowing, or you can say how the widgets are designed. So as I told you, like on top of everything, okay, there is one widget called material app on top of everything. Okay, which gives us a predefined theme. or if we want we can pass our own theme. Okay, in Flutter, like a predefined theme is like a blue and a white. Okay, so this is also widget. So that's first widget that comes up when we are creating an app. Then inside it, scaffold came, right? Scaffold is another widget, right? Now inside scaffold there was this app bar and this body, you can say. So scaffold has like two properties. Okay, this material app has a property called home. Okay, inside the scaffold game, and then the scaffold has two properties, main properties. Like it has a lot more properties, but now for now we are just talking about two properties. So first is app bar and second is body. Okay, now inside this app bar I can only pass a widget of type app bar, which is like this. Okay, and inside body I can pass any kind of widget. So this type is a widget. Now I've passed a widget called container. Okay, I can do that, right? So container is a widget. Now this app bar has a property called title. Okay, and inside title, this is the text, right? App one I need to enter. So this title I can pass any widget in this. So there's a widget called text. Okay, so I've passed this, and inside this in quotes I'll just write app one in single quotes or double quotes, kind of doesn't matter, but yeah, in quotes I need to write app one. So when I'm done with this, just say I'm done with this piece of code, then this piece of code will create me an app which looks something like this. That's it. Okay, so what I've done is I've created a material app. Okay, first is material app, then second I've added scaffold, then third is the app bar, then fourth is the text, which is app one. I've entered app one inside the text, and inside body I've added container. So here I've mentioned like 5 widgets. I've covered 5 widgets. Okay, now that's what this will do, because right now like container is empty. Okay, so container has a property called child. Okay, now inside child I can write anything, but let's write like center widget. So center widget does what center widget does is it adds the text in the center, as the name suggests. So then this also has a property called child, and inside I'll just write text and then pass yt. Okay, so what this code will do is it will just create here yt. That's the text. So now I've given, like I've mentioned center widget, then text again. Okay, so that's the whole code. If you want to make an app with like this, looking like this, that's it. So this whole thing is called a widget tree. Okay, okay, and okay, this is a widget tree, and these things like app bar has a property called title. Then app bar has a lot of properties, but these things like scaffold has a property called app bar, and in app bar I'm passing app bar widget. So this is a property. This is a property. This home that I've mentioned here, this is a property. This body, this is a property as well. Then this child, this is a property. So container has a property child. Then I'm passing any like sub, like what happens is some with in some properties I can pass any kind of widget. So the property has a type of widget, that's it. But For some properties it is like a predefined key what kind of widget I can pass. So let's say this app bar. Okay, this app bar I can pass this app bar widget only. So this property just takes this app bar type of widget, but and this title just takes this text kind of widget, you can say. But this child, so in child I can pass any kind of widgets. Maybe app bar takes any other kind of widget as well, I'm not sure. But it's like that key, all the properties, when you hover your mouse over the properties, it tells us key what kind of widget we can pass. If it's written widget, then we can pass any kind of widget. It's if it's written something particular like app bar or something, then we can just pass that. Okay, so that's why like everything in Flutter is a widget. That's why I said the first statement. Okay, and second statement, I've also covered the second statement key widgets have some properties. Okay, so all the widgets have some properties. Okay, so that's second. And then it depends on the type of the widget that I can pass in the properties. So it is kind of predefined what kind of widget I can pass. Like some properties have a strict uh, like they like we can pass some things strictly. So let's say if this is app bar, so apart from app bar I can't pass any other widget. But let's say this is child property, container as a child property, so I can pass any kind of widget inside this. Like I can pass a center, I can directly pass the text rather than doing a center and then a text. It's up to you. So like that was the basics of Flutter. Like that's how Flutter works. Okay, everything is a widget. Okay, and it depends on me what I want to pass in that widget. Also it depends on the properties what they can take, which widget they can take, or like some have some predefined widgets, some are open to all the widgets or any kind of widget. So yeah, that's it for this video. I guess this was the basics of Flutter part 1, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, just hit the like button and let me know in comments. If you still have any doubts, just let me know in comments that as well. And if you want to learn app development from me, the website link is in the description. Either fill the contact us form or just ping me on WhatsApp. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, thanks for watching.